A group of janitors calling for higher pay.
The CEO sit and millions of dollars and say, don't have money for janitors, don't have money for schools, don't have money for healthcare, and affect because I don't have food for my kids.
Just like the widespread Occupy Wall Street movement, drawing attention to the gap between wealthy and average Americans. And the ceiling on pay continues to be raised for the nation's top corporate executives. New figures from pay research firm Equilar show the head of a typical public company made $9.6 million last year.
We saw pay go up for the second year in a row. It went up about 6% this year after consecutive years of decline in 2008 and 2009.
CEO pay stood at the highest level since the AP began tracking executive compensation in 2006. How that compensation was doled out has changed. Companies cut back on cash bonuses while giving out more in stock to CEOs. Last year, a new law gave shareholders the right to vote whether to approve a CEO's pay. While the vote is not binding, it can be symbolic. Aaron Boyd says it is making a difference.
You are seeing changes and adjustments made to pay policies to make them more shareholder-friendly, to make sure that the pay is more aligned with performance.
The AP finds the highest paid was David Simon, CEO of Simon Property, which operates malls. He was paid $137 million, almost entirely in stock awards. Because he's been on the job only since August, Apple's new CEO Tim Cook was not included in our list. His pay package, $378 million. As for the average American, median pay was up just 1% in 2011, coming in at just over $39,000. In Milwaukee, the treasurer of the United Steelworkers Union is upset with a system that he says is unfair.
I always wanted my CEO to make as much money as he can, but to share that wealth, so we don't have to have people, working 2 and 3 jobs.
Underlying that resentment that some feel is a question. What is the value of work? Should a CEO be paid so much more than teachers, for example?
What I'd like to say to the CEOs is, why don't you come in to an urban school system and spend 6 hours straight with maybe 35 8th graders or, say, make it easy, 29 4-year-olds, and you tell me who's doing the hard work in the society.
Already high and still rising CEO pay, contrasted against stagnant pay for average Americans. An issue playing itself out from the streets to the executive suites to the electoral landscape. Mark Hamrick, The Associated Press, Washington.